Hey everybody, welcome to Book Talks with Miss Thomas. I went to the Scholastic Book Fair recently, and I thought I would tell you about some of the books I saw there. So if you're interested in what Scholastic has for sale this year, stay tuned. All right. Well, welcome. If you're new here to Book Talks with Miss Thomas and you like hearing about great books, please subscribe. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. So I went to the Scholastic Book Fair and I wanted to just do a little video and tell you guys about all the things I saw and what was popular. So, because I volunteered there, so I was there for a bit. Okay, so the I Survived stories by Lauren Tarshis were very popular among the young readers. So if you need a gift, maybe like a Christmas gift for a young reader, I Survived were popular. Absolutely Nat by Maria Scrivan was also very popular. There were quite a few graphic novels that were out there. There was also Sunny. Now, Sunny, I would not necessarily go with if you are a very conservative Christian reader, because Sunny's brother gets into some trouble. I think it was drugs. I can't remember. But Sunny makes a splash. There were some Sunny graphic novels that younger readers enjoy. And there was Mrs. Quinces, by Kat Fajardo, I believe. I hope I pronounced that right. And that was a graphic novel about a girl, and she was a tomboy, and she had, she had to go to a family's quince año party, I believe. And so she had to wear a dress and put on makeup. And so it was a little lighthearted graphic novel about that. And Guts and Sisters by Raina Telgemeier. I hope I got that right. I don't know if I did. But Guts is a graphic novel and Sisters is a graphic novel. And those were popular with the young readers as well. My personal favorite, and I previewed these when I was trying to find books that I would recommend to the reader, the Christian reader in particular. I have such a heart for that. The Horse Country series. I loved those books. I read those as I was unboxing. I stopped and read through some of them. And those were really lovely books about girls who worked with horses. And I believe one of them was homeschooled and switched to public school and made some friends. And, they did some things they regret. And then they had to face up to that and be honest and accept consequence. And I don't know. I just really found those heartwarming. So I highly recommend the Horse Country series. Horse Country books, any of them were lovely. And then the Wimpy Kid books, by Jeff Kinney. If you have a boy, I know my son loves the Wimpy Kid books, or he did when he was younger anyway. So those are very popular, and some of them have been turned into movies. And then for the much younger reader, the Pete the Cat books were very popular. So, those are some books I've covered. That would be, I think the books I've mentioned are mostly preschool through, I'd say, even up to 8th grade. And some people who are older, like me, I like some of the graphic novels. Okay, I also saw Unplugged by Korman, and that looked really interesting. It was Gordon Korman writes some interesting books, especially for the middle school boy. I thought, I can't remember exactly what. I don't think that one would be a Philippians 4 book, the Unplugged, because I think there was, I want to say dishonesty or winning at all costs, but there was something in there. So, if you're a parent and you're really discerning, I don't know that I'd recommend that book. But for me, I was reading it and thought it was interesting. Of course, I didn't read it cover to cover, and I don't remember a lot about it. But it definitely, I remember it was something about video games, and I think the boy went to a camp or something, and I guess he couldn't play video games. I don't remember, but I just remember thinking this looked pretty good. My son might like it. I also saw Andrew Clements books, and Sharon Draper. Now, I love Sharon Draper. I loved Out of My Mind, I think it was called. I loved that book by Sharon Draper. And there was another one, it was a pink book by Sharon Draper, and I thought that looked really good too, and I would be interested to read that. So I would recommend those. There were some cookbooks and stationery that were popular, especially like for the moms, I guess, going in with their kids. And the kids, though, liked the stationery. And there were some really pretty seasonal books. There were, like books with pumpkins on them, and those sequins that you can touch and they flip over when you run your finger over them. There was one that had pumpkins made out of orange sequins, and I just thought that was so pretty. I couldn't stop rubbing it. And I was very pleased to see, I think, in my opinion, there was a wider selection of Christian books this year. So I saw God Bless Our Fall by Hannah C. Hall, and I saw I Say a Little Prayer for You at Bedtime by Lorie Grover, and I saw Over in a Stable by Suzanne Nelson. And I was so pleased to see some Christian books that were actually being marketed by Scholastic Book Fair. Thank you so much for that, Scholastic. And of course, the kids also saw it and were interested in those books. So anyway, it's a short and sweet video, but if you have a Scholastic Book Fair coming up, or if you get those little Scholastic flyers that come home, I thought I would share with you what I noticed seemed to be popular at the Scholastic Book Fair. So if you're one of those people that loves to go book shopping, don't tell anybody that I'm the one who recommended those, because I know some people complain about buying too many books. But anyway, I hope you're out there and you're reading and you're having a good time and just enjoying some great books. Bye-bye for now.